Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening sa inyo. In this video, guys, we're going to discuss the basic and the minimum structure of Java programming. As well as i-review taman ang aton nga week 2 topics, no? Maski ginamay lang at para ah, ma-refresh ka mo. Okay? Now, the minimum Java program has the following format. Now we have the public class, then your class name, the open curly brace, public static void main, string args, and the program statement, then the closing braces. Now, example, no, we have public class hello. This will be your class name, no. Then the opening curly brace, then public static void main string args, then the statement. So, amo ni siya ang kumbaga gina-execute sang inyo nga Java, no, inside sa aton na main method. So, in this example, system.out.println hello world. So, meaning kung i-run ta ni siya, this will give us a result or display a result na hello world. Okay, now, this is the statement, okay? So, tanan nga line within your program with which end semicolon are called statements. Okay? Now, so ano ang public static void main string arg? So, Java main method is the entry point of any Java program. So, ang syntax niya lang gid guys is public static void main string args. Pwede naman, you can also change the name of the string array argument. So, ang ini siya bala, oh, ang args. For example, you can change args to my string args. It's up to you. Gusto mo last name, your first name. Pero, mas namin i-leave nyo lang siya as args lang. Okay? Pero again, you can change that. Also, string array arguments can be written as string args or amo ni siyang different nila or difference nila is ang square bracket. Pwede mo ni siya guys mabutang sa string or after ng string or after ng args. Okay? So next we have the public. So this is the access modifier of the main method. So take note ha, it has to be public so that Java runtime can execute this method. So remember that if you make any method non-public, then it's not allowed to be executed by any program. Okay. So there are some access restrictions applied. So it's mean that the main method has to be public. So let's say for example, wala mo siya yagin public ang ato na main method. So kumbaga gin-remove mo siya or wala mo lang siya gin public. So once i-run nato ng program, so let's say we have a class hello, no? And then gin-compile siya naton hello.java. And then after that gin-run naton ng program. Okay. By the way, kung wala mo siya yagin public, this will not give us an error. Pero once i-run na siya naton, hatagan niya tayo runtime error. So example, no, error main method not found in class hello. So please define that the main method as siya. Dapat specify mo gid yung public, no, or access modifier niya nga public. Okay? So next is we have the static. So when Java runtime starts, there is no object of the class present kasi static siya. That's why the main method has to be static so that your Java virtual machine can load the class into memory and call the main method. Okay. If the main method won't be static, so anong matabo? Java virtual machine would not be able to call it because there is no object of the class present. So example, no? Public void main, wala mo ginbutangan static. So again, gin-compile ta siya, then gin-run. This will give us a runtime error. Main method is not static in class hello. So please define the main method as public static void. So makita nyo guys kung anong error and hapos na lang siya i-debug kay since suggest siya kung ano ang dapat ibutang. Okay? So next we have the void. So Java programming mandates that every method provides the return type. Now, Java main method doesn't returns anything. So anong obrahon? That's why it returns type is void. When we say return type, wala siya hatag balik value, blahaw. No, this has been done to keep things simple because once the main method is finished executing, Java program terminates. Okay, so there is no points in returning anything. There is nothing that can be done for the return object by your Java virtual machine. So, itari guys, if we try to return something from the main method, again, yung main method natin is void. So what if ginbutangan ta sa return value? So it will give us compilation error as an unexpected return value. Example lang. So we have here the class hello and then public static void main. Nagbutang kaya return value. Pwede tadi return 0, return 100, return true, return false. Depende na kung ano yung return natin. Once i-run natin yung once i-compile natin yung program, this will give us this an error. Hello at Java line 5 error incompatible types unexpected return value return 0. Meaning to say guys, hindi ka mo pwede kabutang statement na return within the void method. So, klaro? So, again, amo lang nakasimple Do not put return statement inside the void method. Okay, so basin batian nyo guys, gadi lagapok, no? Kaya daw ga-renovate di sila sa eskwelahan. So, disregard sila na as long as clear lang ang akon nga voice, okay na siya. Ano? So, next we have the main. So, this is the name of the Java main method. It's fixed, take note, fixed. And when we start a Java program, it look for the main method. So for example, if we have a class like this, no, public class hello, public static void, then change mo ya ang instead of main, ginobra mo siya my main or my ex, my love, or whatsoever, kung ano dang nagadagan sa pinsan nyo. So, anong matabo? Once na-compile na natin yung program, hindi siya maghatag compilation error. Pero kung iranta na ang program hatagan niya runtime error. So main method not found in class hello. Please define the main method as public static void main. Okay, so ara gid yang suggestion niya. Okay, klaro? Now, last we have the string args. Ano ni sila? So Java main method accepts a single arguments of type string array. When we say anyway yung string yung array by the way discuss na sa mga succeeding videos naton. So for now, i-read nyo lang siya na yung argument of type string array. Well anyway, maintindihan nyo na sila kung ano siyang array sa mga later videos natin. So this is also called as Java command line arguments. Sa example, no, we have public class hello, then public static void main string args. So by using a for loop, so again, explain tama na sa aton nga mga later videos, no? String s args. So kumbaga, this will display all arguments pag-run mo sang imo Java, then after sina nagbutang ka arguments, no, array of string. So example lang, we have this Java, the hello class. No, kumbaga na-compile na nato na. Once makita nyo Java alone, meaning na-compile na siya. So expect nyo nga inugranta na lang siya. So Java hello, then we put hello world, naka double quote, kay string siya, then spaced, another double quote, my name is John Doe. Once pag hit natin enter, ang obrahon niya lang is to display all list of strings na array, you know, sa imong arguments, which are the hello world and my name is John Doe. Okay? So meaning array sila guys. Oh. So clear? Now next. Now, so ano yung coding guidelines naton? Guidelines lang ni siya guys ha. Kumbaga, best practices. Ano? So Java program files must have the same name as public class and ends with a Java extension. So take note of that. If you have a public class or a class name hello, therefore kung i-save mo na siya sa imong dist, dapat hello man. Pero may extension na .java. Kung capital letter H man pag-save nyo. Kung small letter, edi small letter man. Okay, klaro? Yung casing guys, yung importante na ang proper casing, ang spelling. So take note of that. Okay. Now, so use comments for documentation and readability. Later, makita nyo ni siya kung ano mga comment. So white spaces are ignored. So ignored. So meaning to say guys, kung nag-use ka that tab, like for example, inibalaw. Yan, kita nyo ni siya. So we have multiple white spaces, no? So wala na siya yung ginasapak ni compiler ng Java niya. Okay? So ari pa sila. Example lang. Yun, ari. Yan. So wala na sila problema. You can have multiple spaces. Basta mapanami mo lang structure sang imo nga program para hapos pasahon, wala kita da problema. Basta wala lang error. Ano? Now, indent for readability. So kita nyo man, now we used indentation. Now imagine mo lang guys kung straight na sila, itapik na sila tanan sa left. So kumbaga aga salan na kung dining pares ini. This is the opening curly brace, amo ni siyang perya. So ang ini naman yang perya ini. Ang ini siya yung perya ini. Ano, imagine kung gindikit yun ni tanan sa pinaka left. So tanan ara na ga-start, no? Kumbaga ang itsura sina straight na. Ma ma, ma matingala ka na or ma-confuse ka na kung ano kung dining pares sa mga amo ni. You know, lalo na sa mga curly brace. Kay normally guys sa aton nga sa mga naga-start pa lang program, curly brace or the semicolon normally ang mga error, kakalimtan. Okay? Now, so Java statements. So, specifies one or more action to be performed during the execution of the program. So, example, we have system.out.print hello world. Again, guys, those line ends with a semicolon are all called statements. Now, a block is formed by enclosing statement by curly braces. Kung if you have multiple lines na, I use na siya curly brace na para ma-block to siya. So, block statement can be nested indefinitely. So, example, we have this. So, system.out.println, we have two statements na. So, enclose na sa aton nga curly brace. But anyway, by the way, I mean, the public static void main, may ara gina siya open and closing curly brace. Okay? So, take note of that. Now, comments. So, ano ni siyang comment? Comment is an optional statement. So, optional. Hindi mo silingon, hindi mo kinanglan ibutang or hindi ka required mag-type comment sa imong program. So, ang purpose lang niya is used to describe what a program or a line of program is doing. Para later on, medyo, let's say, nagdugay na sa disk mo, wala mo na siya na open-open. By the time nga i-open mo na siya, may idea ka, okay, ano yung purpose sang ining line. So type of comments, we have the block comments, end of line comments, and the Java doc comment. Now, ano example nila? So we have the double forward slash. This is a comment. So this end of the line comment, meaning to say, if you have one statement here, then semicolon, pwede ka lang double forward slash, then type ka kung ano yung purpose ng sinangalign. Or pwede man right before ng ina nga statement. Okay. Next, we have the forward slash, then asterisk, then your comment, then asterisk, then forward slash. For black comment naman na siya. Next, we have this. This is a special comment for documentation. So may forward slash, then double asterisk, forward slash. Kumbaga for paragraph na niya nga comments. Okay? Now, so example, we have this. Forward slash, double asterisk, then asterisk, my first program or my first Java program, then enter kaliwat, asterisk, kung maghatag mo description, then enter kaliwat, asterisk, then saan mo siya ginobra. Then kung gusto mo na siya i-stop or i-close ang imo nga comment, use asterisk forward slash. Meaning to say, this will kumbaga para man sa imo or sa aton nga program nga end of the comment na. Okay? Now again guys, yung comment gina-ignore na sa aton nga compiler, wala na sa ginasapak. Na ano lang ginasapak ni compiler is ang aton nga program mismo. Okay, now so let's say we have public class hello, then public static void main. So hari siya oh. So we have here a one line of statement, state a system.out.println hello world. Now, kumbaga, butangan mo siya comment, print hello world on screen. Now, although guys, may tsindihan ta siya nga, makaprint din man siya hello world. Then, butangan ta lang siya comment, na kumbaga, pang print din man ni siya. Now, useful ni katama ang comment if you have multiple lines na of statements. Kumbaga, medyo ga advance, ga dako ang imo nga program, no? Para hapos man basahon sa imo nga side. Now, so review ta lang aton identifiers, no? Although na-explain ko na isang last naton nga video. So what are identifiers? So identifiers used to label variables, method, classes, and etc. So take note guys, case sensitive ha, yung Java naton. When we say case sensitive, capital letter H hello is not equal to small letter h hello. So again, nakambal ko gina sa inyo. Kung capital letter H yung hello nyo sa class, meaning to say, pag save nyo, capital letter H man. Okay, klaro? So may contain letters, digits, underscore, and the dollar sign. And take note, importante, may not start with a digit. And also may not use of Java keywords. So, i-review nyo na lang to guys, yung aton nga Java keywords. So, wala ko na di siya gin-include na. Now, so ano yung rules naton? Identifiers can use alphabetic characters of either case, no, small letter A to Z, and capital letter A to Z. Also, number 0 to 9, underscore, and a dollar sign. And identifiers cannot start with a number. So keywords cannot be used as identifiers. For this reason, keywords are sometimes called reserved words. Okay? Now, guidelines. So name your identifier close to its functionality. Now, again, kung makreate kaya program, ang objective sina is to calculate grades. So therefore, ang imo i-name sa imo nga class is public class grades or public class calculate grades, no? So kumbaga, kung anong objective ng program mo, kumbaga mo na i-name sa imo nga class. Okay? As well as sa method. So method and variables name start in lowercase while classes start in uppercase. So take note na. That's why kita nyo nga aton nga mga class names are all start with capital letters. Now, for multi-word identifiers, so let's say last name, first name, no? Either use underscore to separate the words or capitalize the first or start of each words, no? Yung mga first letter ng each word. Or simply, guys, pwede mo siya madikit. Na, i-capitalize lang first letter. Now, avoid starting the identifier using the underscore. Okay, take note. Now, so example, we have yung mga valid, no? Subject, last name, enrollment, age 2, status, average grade, shortcut lang sa AVI grade, month to month, currency, dollar, dollar or dollar sign dollar. So sa invalid naman, we have two age, no? Kasi since nag-start siya sa letter, number, last name, so hindi ta pwede mag-use period, guys. Civil status, hindi man ta pwede use this symbol. Also, kung lang taon tang ice cream here is valid, kaso may double quote na hindi na siya pwede. And static, public, and class, so hindi na siya pwede magamit kasi since these are keywords or Java keywords. Okay? Now, data types, no? Review talaman liwat. So, two kinds of data types. We have the simple and the composite. When we say simple, these are built-in data types or primitive data types ng Java nyo. Composite naman, created by the programmers using simple types. We have arrays, classes, and interfaces. Now, ano ni sila mga simple? So, these are the simple data types or simply primitive data types. Boolean, character, byte, short, int, long, double, and the float. No? Na-explain ko na sa inyo sa aton na previous nga video. So, the Boolean data type, 1 bit wide and takes only values true or false. Wala na iban guys, just true or false lang. Now, the default value of the variable that is defined as Boolean or declared as Boolean is false. So, cannot be cast to a number or any other type. So, take note. So, example, we have Boolean result equals true. So, meaning to say, the initial value of the result is true. So, pero kung gin-omit na siya, gin-remove na siya equal true, hasta lang niyo ha, siyempre may ari ni siya. So, the result, the initial value of result is false. Okay? Or the default value. Next, we have the car data type. It represents a 16-bit Unicode character. So, must have its literal enclosed in a single quote. So, kumbaga, ang unod niya dapat naka-single quote. Use the following notation. So, ini siya. For tab, na, let's say, gusto nyo mag-print ka mo or mag-display ka mo output, may space siya gamit tab. So, slash tab. And we have this a specific Unicode, no? Slash then a combination of hexadecimal or digits. Okay. Now we have also the integer types, byte, short, int, long. So na-explain ko yun siya guys, no? And for the floating data type, we have float, double. So, okay. Now, Java variables. So variable is an item of data used to store the state of object. So it's composed of data type and the name. So anong data type? It's indicate the type of the value that a variable can hold. Yung previous slides natin lang agin explain. So we have the name, follow the rules for identifiers. Now, declaration and initialization of variable. So we have the variable declaration, we have the data type. So let's say int, then the name of your variable, let's say age, okay? Or string, first name, string, last name, double grade, okay? So variable, let's say we have data type. This is how, kumbaga this is the syntax na kung paano mag-declare variables. Data type, the name of the variable, then the initial value. Okay. Now, so example, we have int your age equals to 19. So example, sila. So we have this data type as int, age as your variable name. Again, yung age naton ga-follow ni siya guys sa aton nga identifier rules. Then we have this assignment operator. And then the value or the assigned value, semicolon. Okay? So, amo na siya guys ang syntax kung paano mag-declare variables. Now, so guidelines in declaring variables and initializing variables. Take note always initialize your variable as you declare them. So, meaning to say, pag nag-declare ka variable na age, so if wala ka pahihatag na value, pwede mo na mabutang as 0. Hindi pwede guys double quote Kaya kung double quote ibutang ma-error na siya kaya since int data type siya. So saan ka lang magamit double quote? Kung string data type ang ginagamit mo. Okay? Now, so use descriptive name for your variables. Just like your class. Okay? Kumbaga, kung anong objective mo for that variable, yun yung i-name mo. Kung tamaan ka laba, i-shorten mo lang, nga maintindihan mo. Put comment. Okay? So, declare one variable per line of code. So, meaning int age, um, double grade. So, hindi, although okay niya siya guys, int age 1, comma, age 2, comma, age 3. Pwede na siya actually, pero best practice is isa-isahan mo. Int age 1, semicolon, int age 2, semicolon. Kung pila man da ka age ang mayara ka. Now, example, ari siya. So, Boolean result. So, again, the default value of this is false na. We have the car data type option. So, dapat i-initialize nyo ni siya dayon. So, option equals to, so, single quote, C. Or pwede mo na siya guys, madiretso, dire equals, single quote, C, single quote, semicolon. Okay? Double grade equals to 0.0 kasi since double siya, meaning may decimal na siya. So, displaying variables value. Paano ta mag-display value sa variables naton? Magamit ta guys sang commands na system.out.print or system.out.println. Print line na tawag naton da. So, example, we have public class var output, no, so on. We have a variable int na data type, value equals to 10. Car equals to x. So meaning this is a variable x. Then we assign value x equals to letter A. So paano ta siya i-display yung value ng x and the value ng value na variable. So system.out.println value. So okay, so ang ubrahon lang na sang imong compiler, whatever value na variable mo dire is i-display niya lang. Next, we have system.out. Print line, we have the string literals, double quote, the value of x equals, so meaning double quote. Meaning to say, once may makita ka mo ni guys, i-automatic display na sa inyo nga program. Plus, the purpose of this, yung plus, hindi yan nga ga-add ka. Okay? Ang purpose yun is, gina-concatenate mo whatever value ng variable mo de, kag naka-string literal nga string, naka-double quote. When we say concatenate, daw i-join niya bala i-upod. Okay? So, the value of x is equals to plus the value of x, which is ano? Letter A. So, meaning the value of x is equals to A. Okay? So, amo na ang i-display sa aton nga screen. Now, so i-differentiate lang naton yung ang print kag ang print line. No? So, ano ni siya ang system.out.print alone? Does not append new line at the end of the data output. Meaning, pag print ang last niya cursor is ara mismo sa last letter sa output. So example, system.out.print hello, and then we have another line system.out.print word. So since wala tayo di ln, the result will be this or the output. Supunon niya lang. Wala tayo ln eh. Okay? Although we have two statement nga makaprint, pero kaso kayo wala ta di ln, one word niya na siya. Isaw niya lang ka-line. Now, how about the with ln? It appends a new line at the end of the data output. So, example, system.out print line hello world, meaning because of this, manaog siya another line. Okay, sa output naton. Yun. So, klaro. Pero kung wala ni siya guys, so ang ln, ang brown niya ni is idikit yung word dire. Okay? Now, kung may ln ka di, whatever result nga may-ari ka di sa next nga line, is butangan niya next line. Pero kung wala man idikit niya man dire sa D mo. Okay? So, types of variables, we have primitive variables. So, variables with primitive data type. So, store data in actual memory location where the variable is. Now, when we say naman the reference variable, variables that stores the address in the memory location. Kumbaga mo ni siya mga objects naton. So in your succeeding videos guys, so medyo so hopefully ma-explain ta ni siya thoroughly para mag-gets niyo siya. So again, yung mga primitive variable, amon yung explain lang natin a while ago. Now, so this is the last slide. So constant, ano silang constant? When you say constant, its value never changes. So, di ba? So, saan natin siya magamit? So, use the final type. So, final keyword type modifier in class definition. So, example, no, kay pi is wala gid man ay agad change ang value sang pi. So, we will be using the final keyword para ang value ng pi hindi sa ma-change. No, para kung accidentally na-assign mo value ang pi, hindi siya pwede kay since pi is constant because of the final keyword. Okay, again, to declare a variable that is constant, use final keyword, then the data type, then the name of the variable, then the operator or assign operator, then the value. So meaning to say, hindi na natin pwede i-change ang value ng pi. Okay, klaro? So there are some variables guys na pwede madapat mo i-constant kay tungod para to avoid uh, future change ang aton nga data inside the variables. Okay? Now, so that's all for now. So if you have any question, so please don't hesitate again to PM me directly on your messenger. Okay? So thank you. See you sa aton nga mga next video.